everyone. Welcome. My name is Ebony Chambers, and I am the Chief Family and Youth Partnership Officer with Stanford Sierra Youth and Families out of California. I'm also a National Building Bridges Initiative consultant and excited to be here today to introduce both Amy Breton and Rob Terradin from the Cutchins Program for Children out of Massachusetts. And so welcome. Amy Breton is the Family Support Coordinator and Rob is the former director. And we have a question to ask today regarding strategies. And so my question for you is, as a residential program leader and family partner, what are some of the most important strategies you use to introduce your staff to begin work with families in their homes and communities as a major part of your program practices?
Which is that we're working with the whole family, and that treating a child in isolation as though we're somehow like a car mechanic going to fix them and send them out just isn't what real life is like for children. So selling this idea, which really isn't that hard, it's so obvious, that we're treating the whole family was the sort of first part. And then to make it very real, even though our staff are unionized, we changed the job description and the job title for all the direct care folks to be family support counselors, and that made it very concrete. And I think that was, in a way it's symbolic, though it's also in the job description. The expectation is that you work in homes and work with families. I think that made a big difference for us and sort of started the change. There was a tradition, I don't know if this is still true, but I feel like there was a tradition in our whole field of having kind of condescending attitudes towards families, and the kids come to us because the families did something wrong, and we're going to fix their errors. And this kind of blamey superiority thing is what I think have to go after, because you can't really help people you don't respect. So we really work on teaching this non-judgmental attitude, which I won't go into right now, but it's easy to misunderstand and then think it's stupid. It's like, oh yeah, they don't have any problems, and people think it's putting blinders on about what's true, and it's not. It's just having compassion for what's true and respect for people. So anyway, I found that extremely appealing, and it spreads out into everything. You start to have respect for what everybody's doing, not just the families, but the other professionals you work with and like that. Amy, did you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I think for me it's more practicality and being able to encourage staff, validate their emotions and feelings while they're working with these families. And even with the kids, a lot of times you have a child come in and you have these complex cases, and sometimes that judgmental attitude can be present. So in order to combat that and to encourage developing staff to work with the families, being able to hear them out and encourage them. And then in certain dynamics, just encouraging staff to even call the clinicians, ask questions, and really start engaging them and just talking about, the concerns that they might have about this child and the family, and really just starting at a foundational level with practicality and building that relationship. So that's kind of what my take is from it, and encouraging staff to go in a relationship aspect.
So I think everybody knows this one, but the problem with residential treatment has been for the last 50 years that we teach kids how to live in residential programs. And so the mindset, direct care staff, is you're not just trying to get through the day with these guys and make them behave in our setting, but what do their parents need from them is the question we always ask in our meetings. On the one, not very novel. On the other hand, it's so easy to slip back.
I like building on that understanding of empathy and being able to piece, because we're humans and we feel things. So using that and bringing that awareness into trainings and just making people aware that we're human. And these families, these kids have issues with sort of their families, and being able to look at the family as a whole and being able to figure out how they're going to operate in the community rather than in a residential.
Thank you both so much. I think, Amy, you and myself both have the lived experience and can really speak to just how critical and important that engagement is. And Rob, thank you for even highlighting the need for the respect. It's hard to help someone when the respect is not there, and how important it is to build that and truly understand families. Thank you both for sharing these strategies. We're so grateful to have you share with us.